Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you well from wherever you watch this channel. I want us to weigh in onto this growing debate about the black box puzzle. We are told that when the chopper crashed, one that carried KDF OGOLLA, that chopper had a missing black box. And the engineers who came up with that report said that they were told that military choppers don't carry black box. So that is one thing that we are told. And again, there is another story that is emerging as some kind of discrepancy in the timing of the crash. So these are things which are coming out because we know that the report was handed over to William RUTO because RUTO had, initiated a team that would look into the possible reason why Kenya lost CDF OGOLLA through a chopper crash. Now, one of the discrepancy here is on the timing, because intelligence report indicate that CDF OGOLLA's chopper took off at 14:22 hours, but crashed at 14:20 hours. So with that analysis, it means that the chopper first crashed, then magically took off 2 minutes later. So we want to look at this matter and try to establish something out of this, because is it the case of a typo that the person maybe wanted to type 14:20 to be the time it took off, but then crashed at 14:22? Because there's something that Kalonzo also mentioned about this report. But first and foremost, before we explore this analysis further, kindly like this video, subscribe to this channel, and to our existing subscribers, I want to continue thanking you so much, because without you, this channel wouldn't have grown. So thank you so much. We all know that Kenyans were concerned about the fact that they lost a chief of defense forces who was given a chopper that was not in the right condition. You see, there are theories which have been formulated as a result of that crash. I want us to first of all weigh into some of the possible theories. First, there's something about engine not functioning well. Could have been the reason why when it took off, it failed to continue with that explains why when it took off, it had to come down with a heavy bang. But you see, missing black box complicates this whole thing, because now, let's say, for example, a normal airplane, and you're traveling from maybe Kenya to Dubai, and then something happens, and then there's a plane crash. Normally, when investigations are done, this black box normally is the one that is used to actually give some insight into what took place, the possible communication. Was it the case of hijack? You see, the black box gives investigative material that helps to establish some of the possible occurrences when it's out there in the sky. When it's out there in the sky. So we were also told about bad weather. You see, bad weather can also contribute. We are not trying to rule out that possibility of a bad weather. And that's why yesterday when I paid a certain Bungela Tanya visit, the concern was on this chopper. People were trying to talk about the chopper. There was, of course, allegations about assassination attempts, those kind of things, because of what Kalonzo said. But we know what RUTO also said. So Kalonzo had a statement and RUTO had a statement. For those of you who heard about what Kalonzo said, but for those of you who didn't get to an opportunity to listen to what Kalonzo said, allow me to share in this video what Kalonzo said matters this report. This is what he said.
Of General OGOLLA along with his 9 colleagues. What has happened is whitewashing the situation. No Kenyan will believe that story. The only way to believe the story is to have an independent inquiry. General OGOLLA was taken out. He was taken out. Nobody will believe that story.
Now, Kalonzo believes that the report has not solved the puzzle. You see, Kenyans still want to know why there was missing box. but black box. But you see, military has told the engineers that most of the time hizi military choppers huwa zinaga black box, so that hiyo inatoa hiyo the question of whether kulikuwa na black box ama kuwa na black box. Kama kuwa na black box, tumeambiwa ni kwa sababu hizi choppers huwa hazina. So I'm not an expert in these choppers, but that's what we are told, that this helicopter that crashed at Cheptulel Boys High School did not have a black box. So that story of why was a missing black box has been put to rest by the report kwamba huwa hazina, huwa hazina hizi black box. That is a story that is coming out from the engineer's report. Huwa hazina. But the issue here that is getting many Kenyans speak sana is why the issue of time. Did this chopper crash before it took off? I'm just looking at that scenario, the chopper crashing before it took off. How is it possible? It crashed, then took off. Where was this time? Who was recording this time? And who provided the report on the timing? Because this chopper didn't have a black box. The black box would have given us the appropriate time. So we can as well say that maybe this is some kind of typo. Someone wanted to type 1422 to be the time of crash and 1420 to be the time of takeoff. And probably interchanged the times. That can be one of the possible explanations to even by timing. Because now, since we don't have a black box, a report from the black box, because Kenyans knew that since kuna black box, basi tutapata information. But if there is a missing black box, then what else, ladies and gentlemen? Nobody will get to know the exact timing of this crash, the exact timings, and which one ambayo iko mbele, which one iko nyuma. Is it the time of takeoff? Is the time of crash? Ipi inafaa iwe nyuma? Because according to me, ile inafaa iwe nyuma ni the time of takeoff. Because kama nimetoka saa moja, na hiyo ndege kama imetoka saa moja, ndege ka crash saa moja na 40 na 30. It can't be that ndege ilitoka saa moja na 30 ika crash saa moja. Not hiyo make sense. So that is why this report bado itachanganya Wakenya sana. Mimi naona bado Wakenya watachanganyikiwa kulingana na ile matamshi nilisikia katika lile bunge. Bado Wakenya hawajaridhika. Lakini that is a report that has been tabled by experts. And probably that is the final report. Hakuna report ambayo itakuja baada ya hiyo. Hiyo imemaliza chapter ya kifo cha CDF. We are told that hiyo chopper ilianguka kwa sababu ilikuwa na shida. Zile shida za kawaida ambazo zinaweza tokea kwa chopper yoyote. So hiyo ndio ilisababisha ikaanguka. Swali ni timing na kwa nini black box haiko. So ladies and gentlemen, just go below in the comment section and tell us what you think about this black box puzzle of the CDF chopper that killed him. So perhaps if you're watching this video and you've not subscribed, take 1 second and subscribe, like this video. Until you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.